Alrighty, boys, let's get into it. How to make more money by working less. Crazy title, I know. And 2 years ago, who would have thought that me would be saying by working less you can make more money? If you don't know me, and you probably don't, I am a kid who's always been a workaholic. I'm them guys who use the line, hello, I was that guy. I watched the movies and I said, yeah, I'm gonna grind. I love to hustle. It's to work. I saw the work as an outlet, and I thought that the more I do, the more I'd make. You probably wouldn't believe me when I say, if you work less, you make more. Now listen, before you get fucking boner, oh, I don't need to work as much. Hey, you lazy fuck. Look at you getting all excited. There's a system to this, right? There's a structure to this. Who did you think you're speaking to? So let me tell you how you can still run multiple plays, but keep your internal peace. This is straight domination, no desperation. You work less and you make more money. But don't think it comes easy. Nothing I talk about on this page comes easy. Hard choices, hard results. That's how it starts. Carl Jung talks about the shadow self. And if you've read my book, I very much agree with the philosophy that there is a inner bitch in you, a inner beast in you that gives you internal messagings as you go throughout your day. And one of the internal thoughts I have is this constant itch of, am I doing enough, right? Which is what forced me to go out and become a workaholic. I'm an insecure overachiever, like Chris Williamson says. So as much as I achieve, I could never feel like I've done enough, right? I've got this itch where I'm like, there's more to do, there's more to conquer. Now, since I learnt the frame, mood means nothing, mode means everything, I applied it to different areas of my life. Because once you find one thing that works, you will find that you can actually pan-life it and span it across different elements. So initially, mood means nothing and mode means everything meant to me that regardless of your mood, if you get into the gym mode, you can train. And then it translated into other areas of my life. But actually, it somehow swindled its way into my working life. And so when you grow in the ends and you grow in a South Asian background or an ethnic background, you're taught to hustle before homework even. It's a very immigrant mentality, a worker's mentality. And that hunger is a blessing. That work ethic you got, it's a blessing. But it can also eat you alive. The less you need money, the more it will chase you. And I was having a conversation with Cavani about this. I believe it works very similarly to when you don't want a girl, and now suddenly she's obsessed with you. If you've ever been through that scenario and situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you don't want someone, that's when they become infatuated with you. And I believe it's the same for money. Part of that, and getting to this position, was applying also the abundance mindset. Because the scarcity mindset tells you there's not enough money, so I need to work before all the money runs out. The abundance mindset allows you to think, if I've done the input, if I've done the work, then the money's out there and it will come to me. Because my risk is written. God has written how much is in store for me. So how do you get to that point where you need less money, right? Because you're thinking, I've got all these stuff I want to buy. I might have debts to pay off. How is it that you need less money? Well, the truth is, I'm an Eastern philosophies man, and I'll straight get into Taoism. Subtraction, remove. You don't need as much. You need to ask yourself clearly, what's your exact target? Exactly do you want? Stop swinging for the fences. Know exactly your amount. Know exactly your life that you want to create, from what you eat to when you go sleep and wake up to what fucking shower gel you use. Get autistic with it. Really go into detail. And then you can build a system around it, right? You want to be able to build a system so tight that it doesn't require your input day to day. The whole point of systemizing certain elements of your life is you no longer need to intervene so that you can focus where more important. You want to be able to grow your income, your life, your body without touching it so much, because we fuck it up. As soon as you start getting big brain and start thinking, oh, should I change my training plan or should I? introduce this food? Should I get a new job or start this business? You don't know what you're doing. We don't know. The thing is, you still pretend like you know. I've just admitted it. And I said, okay, it's above me, dude. Let's just have some stuff on autopilot. Because then I just stay lean. Then I just stay breaded. I just stay on my shit. Because I follow a system. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to fight this shadow self of I'm not doing enough. You'll know 3 things that you can't live without and operate without. And by the end of it, boys, you should have a life blueprint. Something that you can run on autopilot and just let it grow, let it breathe, let it get momentum. So let's get straight into it, man. I've got a few illustrations here that will hopefully make me give you boys the point a lot more clearer. But the plan is you need to get in exact detail what weight you want. What are your cash goals? What days of the year do you want to travel? How many hours a day do you want to work, or a week do you want to work? What days do you train legs? Are you training legs? Have you changed to martial arts? I need you to go in ultra depth, bro. Stop this AI stuff for a second. Down ChatGPT and just sit down and say, this is what I want. Not what the algorithm wants. Not what my mum wants. Not what my brother wants. What I want. The thing I've always wanted. And once you found that, I need you to ask yourself these 2 questions every single day. Am I progressing? And can I speed it up? If your answer to the first question is yes, you are making progress. And the answer to your second question is no, there's no way you can speed it up. Then you can rest. You can chill for the rest of the day. You've done enough. You don't need to scratch this itch of I'm not doing. You've done enough. Now you must focus on anything else. Now you can focus on the gym, your nutrition, reading, learning, journaling. If you ask yourself the 2 questions, am I progressing and can I speed it up? And your answer's no progress and yes, you can speed it up, then I think you know what you need to do. Get to work. If you're making progress, but you also can speed it up, I think you know what to do. Get to work. See, the system can only do so much. It still requires you to work. Step 2, you figured out your dream life. You're asking yourself these 2 questions every single day. We go back to what I mentioned there. Mood means nothing, mode means everything. Apologies if there's noise, boys. I'm in the members club and to be honest, Thursday's quite busy. I should have known better. But anyways, so mode means everything. Fuck your mood, right? What modes do I want you boys to get into? Well, I've got 3 written down here. I tried to name them, so hopefully you retards, apologies. We are winners here. You made it 11 minutes into the video. In fact, I do want to let you know, if you made it this far into the video, trust me, you're a winner. See the analytics. You know I'm a data guy. These men have all dropped off. All the little losers, all the little sideliners, they're gone. These 3 modes, trust me, lock it in. You'll be flying, my brother. Push, level up, and recharge. So the first one, push. When you're in this mode, push mode, I want you to start thinking about deep work. I want you to think about closing deals. I want you to think about how you're building the brand, a brand. That's what I mean when I say push mode. When I say level up, it's when you're studying, when you're networking, when you're gaining a new skill. And recharge, it's travel, it's gym, it's spending time with Mama Bear, it's spending time with Amanda even, to a degree, to an element. But there are 3 modes, and when you know which mode to get into, you can remove this itch of I need to work hard, I need to work harder. You need to let the system breathe. You need to open yourself up for creativity and productivity. So that's step 3. Let the system breathe. I wrote here, chill out. Step back and watch the plays unfold without you. If you grip too tight, you suffocate. The reason why we build systems and we approach life in the approach we're taking is so that we can take a step back. We use leverage. We use systems, which allows us to free up more time. And I fell into this trap of using systems, freeing up time, and then doubling down on work. But there is a curve, and at a certain point, you start to negatively impact your productivity when you work too hard, especially if you've got systems, because now you're actually negating the effect of the systems. I can't be the systems man if I don't promote you to work in the best way possible that works hand in hand with the systems. You're leveraging the AI, the tools, your systems, your accountability partners, your journaling, your habit stacking. These are all the systems that you need to take a second with. It's like a girl, right? If you breathe down her neck, she's not going to want you anymore, bro. Do the little nonchalant thing. Let the system do its thing. And for me, an example I can give you that is Cavani with EGX. Hand it to my brother. I said, go, run with that. And look at us. You know, we're going places on streams and we've got a proper little system going. And now that the system's built, I don't need to run it day to day because my brother's got it handled. So if you need help with setting up a system, because clearly I'm obsessed, right? This is my obsession, boys, and I want to help people. That is the simple truth. It's impact driven. But I bring value to the marketplace. So if you have something of value, then let's exchange our values and create good business, because I am a businessman. I'm an educator because I'm here to help, and I just spoke for 14 minutes giving free game and my life story. But on the flip side, I'm someone who's got an entrepreneurial hustle, spirit, and mindset, and I'm a systematic thinker, and I know if I get my hands on something, I can fucking fix it because I've got concrete proof. So like I said, if you're interested, book a call with me.